everyone, this is Crypto Maximalist. Welcome back to another video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and get involved if you'd like the content. So just taking a look at XRP here, you can see over the past few days we have just been, you would say chopping it up in a little bit of another range that we formed here. You can see that we came down into a bit of a range like this. We broke out and we've got the double back test of that current range that you've seen here, making a new range probably looking something like this. Let me just highlight this so you can see it more clearly, where essentially we have come up to this level of resistance we've been under for pretty much the entire bear market. You can see we made a high here, resistance, 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 and we've come down again, come back up to retest it, and we have got rejected in this area here. We've also got, as we said, some bearish divergences on this big push to the upside, so we have come down and essentially retested the low again, where we have found a decent amount of support in this area. You can see here this potentially a double bottom looking something like this, where we have come down, found a good amount of support on that previous range high resistance, flipped into support, which is really interesting to see. As we said with Bitcoin, what we were looking for with Bitcoin is for it to form this kind of W double bottom like this, and then get the breakout of the top of the W and a continuation. And it looks like XRP is getting something similar to that. You can see here we had a key level of resistance and support here, and resistance and support here. As we were coming down, we come down, support, resistance, support, support, but we broke it. We broke down, and it's resistance now, isn't it? Resistance, 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 rolling over again. But we actually broke through it and this level here. Now we're back testing these previous levels that were support, became resistance, and now they've come back and they've become support again, haven't they? Which is interesting to see. So really what you've got is, if we just zoom in a bit here for XRP so you can see what's going on, what we've actually got is that W double bottom pattern kind of forming, haven't we? We've got this basically down here, double testing the low, and then coming back up, and we're breaking through these levels of resistance like this, here and here. We've come all the way up, obviously got a big overextension, and ran straight into that resistance pretty much. If I redrew this with a bit more accuracy, it would probably be, pretty much bang on the money, hitting this resistance here. Interestingly enough, I wonder if I draw this line like this, from this light, these candlesticks here, down like this. That is interesting, isn't it? Where we actually, you could say we've actually got a bit of a false breakout here of this resistance at the very least. If I delete this overall bear market resistance, looking something like this, where we're just looking at the candlesticks here, not the wicks. Candlestick, resistance 1, resistance 2 here like this. If I bring this up so it makes sense, on this resistance here as well, you can see no candlesticks, just that, no wicks, just the candlesticks, sorry. You can see here we come all the way up, we run into that, we come back down, test support, we run up, we actually break out here, but because of the bearish divergences on the RSI here, you can see we've actually got rejected. We've come back inside and we're retesting resistance again, aren't we? So we could, we're getting forced into a bit of a corner right now, aren't we, for XRP, where we're under resistance and we're close to support as well. We're getting pushed into this, very tight area here. And, as we get that more and more compression of the price action, we probably are going to see a break in either direction. From what we can tell on the chart right now, we are actually looking pretty damn bullish, aren't we? You can see we're actually in a bit of a bullish trend, you might argue, considering we've got the low here. We come up, we make a higher high, a higher low. We've come up again and made a higher high. So anywhere really, we could come back down to this level here around 42 cents. We could come all the way back down to around 39, 40 cents here, you'd say, do something like this and then get the bounce to the upside. And we'd still be in bullish market structure, wouldn't we? Because we've actually come up higher high, higher low, higher high, come down, maybe retest this previous swing high as support, higher low, and then, you could potentially get more upside for XRP if that's the case, couldn't you? But obviously, high correlation to Bitcoin right now, regardless of, the SEC lawsuit obviously giving it a bit of upwards momentum here, breaking out these key levels of structure. But if Bitcoin does roll over because of the market, it will get dragged down with it. Obviously, the NASDAQ and stock market in general does have a high correlation to how Bitcoin, is being affected right now. Although Bitcoin, performing very well in the face of all the current uncertainty in the world. But obviously, XRP affected by this as well. We're still waiting for the result of the SEC lawsuit, but buy the hype, sell the news could be a thing as well, where everyone thinks XRP is going to explode, but it actually drops because, everyone already bought the hype and now they're selling the news. definitely happens and could potentially happen here as well. But we're seeing lots of signs of bullish market structure, obviously higher highs and higher lows. That bullish flip of the EMAs, we're coming back down, retesting currently the 50 and that previous swing high resistance as support. So overall looking pretty damn good. Momentum, you know, on the MACD as well, looking very, very nice and green to the upside right now. So overall, looking like XRP is in a very decent place. Over the past few weeks, we have seen, you know, a nice little bit of upside, just consolidating and waiting for a breakout in either direction, really, aren't we? So we'd say price targets to the upside was just stuck under this resistance right now, aren't we? But, you know, if we do break out of it, back test it as support, do something like this, I mean, the next target is easily up at that 54-cent level. We do have this big, we would say, trigger for a bull market at 58 cents as well, where if we can get back above this level here, like this, retest to support, I mean, there's a lot of clear sky after that for XRP, isn't there, when you look at the chart, which would be really, really great to see. We do think that's highly possible as well. But if we roll down, we lose our EMAs, we come back down again for XRP, we could easily see ourselves coming back down to around, you know, at least that 39-40 cent level here for a retest of support. Or if we do see a big roll back down to the swing low of that previous range at around 31 or 32 cents. So as we said, overall, XRP, you know, looking good, looking like it needs to be doing what it needs to do. Obviously, there's still a chance of it doing something like this, where we come down, up, down, we come up, we retest that previous support as resistance like this, and then we roll over even further. So no confirmations yet of a bull market, absolutely not. We're just looking basically the first signs here of a bit of bullish momentum for XRP to the upside here. What we really need to see if it's going to be a full bull market, getting back up above this level here around 58 cents will be critical. If we get back up above this and retest it as a support, then you'll be well away, won't you? But just as easily, if we come down to here and we lose this low, we will be rolling over to that next key level for XRP, which is, you know, it's down here realistically, isn't it? Down at around this 20-cent level, somewhere down here. But if we lose this key level here, that'll probably be the case. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you check out the links in the description below to support the channel. Grab yourself some free money bonuses, and we'll see you in the next video.